bit early. Okay, 5 minutes early here, folks. It's Henry Tenby. It's the Airliners Live Vancouver show. Hope you guys enjoyed your day, your evening, and our last show. We are just transitioning over to Vancouver, Canada, which is where we're set up here at the Larryberg Park. And we are on runway, as you can see, we're on runway 26 for departures today. It's a beautiful day here in Vancouver and a great way to start the show. The JAL Classic turning on to the active for departure. And beautiful, beautiful day. It's about 10 degrees Celsius, so no complaints, actually. Hope you're doing well. I see there's 116 of you guys in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Hello, Tony Parkinson. Hi, Tony. And Debbie13. And yeah, we've got this beautiful JAL 767-300 setting up. And I've got some interesting JAL news for us as well, which I'll share once we're officially live. Hello, Jasmine. And Ronnie. Good to see you, Ronnie. Oh, there we go. JALs. Look at that. Great way to start the show, actually. Full metal jacket. Look at that. She's rolling. Rolling thunder. I wish it was more thunder, but it's good enough for us. Let's see if we can get the rotation in a second here. There it is. There it is. Nice. Well, as you can see, we've got heat, we've got warmth, and hence we've got the heat distortion. JAL's climbing for Narita. The higher the aircraft gets, the less the heat issue is evident. So, okay, back to terra firma. We've got a CRJ waiting very patiently. And I can bring on the house radio for us. Excuse the sirens. This aircraft's heading to Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. I guess you guys can recognize it. Identifier is 423 Mike, I get 37. That's 58 Vancouver, clear CDC, good departures 126.12. I guess you guys can recognize all the ATC people now by their voice. I know I can, right? It's the same people day after day. And that's kind of nice. Familiar voice, I'd say. Hello, Lee and Ryan Williams and Adam Majumder. Dodgy 458. And hello, Hina. Oh, yeah, there we go. Rolling for Yellowknife. Air Canada Jazz, CRJ. Flight, what is the flight number? 7680. It's about a 2-hour flight up to Yellowknife. I do have some pretty interesting news to share, actually. Airport and aviation news. Looking down about 10,000 feet of runway here. And there she goes. Up. Next stop, Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. So yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of a tour of the south side. What have we got here? So we've got the Summit RJ is parked up on the ramp. As we do there's the works that are in progress. Look at that. Isn't that a shame? All that bloody digging and dirt, and airports don't move fast, and that horrible, ugly mess is probably going to be there for years, which is a proper pain in the backside for us airline fans. And yeah, I'll go and have a look and see how that impacts our filming from our location over at the South Terminal. We're usually set up right about there. So as you can see, we've got the North Caribou RJ sitting there nicely. Hey, it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So let's get this show kicked off. I'll put Mug on camera. And 1 second here. I'll get Mug on camera and welcome everybody to the show. So stand by 1. Okay, here we are. That's it. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is a pop-up show. It's 1 o'clock here in Vancouver, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the Airliners Live show, Vancouver show. We are set up at the Larry Berg Park on the east end of our runway 26 left. So wind is blowing out of the west to the east. Airplanes are landing from the east to the west into the wind. We actually have a King Air coming. No, it's a Beech. Looks like a Beech 1900 actually coming in right now. See if I can film it for you guys. There we go. Yeah. So this is our first runway 26 landing here at YVR for our show. Pacific Coastal. Touching down, and there it is. Yeah, nice touchdown. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so as I was saying, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm going to be, this is a pop-up show because I'm going to be heading over to Europe tomorrow, and we've got I'll be, again, the plan is to attend the Amsterdam Aviation Fair this coming weekend. It's on Sunday. It's going to be a fantastic show. Their website is aviationfair.com. Look forward to seeing many of you there. And back-to-back aviation collectible shows, actually. Next week, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, we've got the Manchester Aviation Fair, which also I will, the plan is to be attending. So I'll be flying over to the UK next Monday. And we'll look forward to being in attendance at the Manchester Aviation Fair 2 weekends from now, basically. So hopefully I'll see many of you there. I'll look forward to it. It's going to be a very fun 2 days. And so for that reason, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling, this is a pop-up show just to get one in before we, before I head out, and just didn't want to go too long without having a show for you guys. So that's the reason for the pop-up show. So gorgeous day here in Vancouver. It's about 9 or 10 degrees Celsius. There's a pretty good wind actually. So but I'm not cold. Obviously, I'm layered up. It's 9 to 10 degrees, something like that. Runway 26 operation. We're going to have the peak traffic between around 2 o'clock. So roughly about an hour from now, we should have a peak push of traffic. So hopefully we'll be able to soak that up. So what time is it over in the UK? 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. over on the continent. So hope you guys have had a good day. And as you're relaxing with your feet up and just about ready to head to sleep, you're able to spend some time doing some plane spotting with me here over in Vancouver. So that's always good fun. And there's nobody here. I'm the only person here at the location. Just me. Absolutely. I'm just checking to see if there's anything coming out. Not really. So yeah, I do have some interesting news to share. Aviation news. Some of you might be aware, some of you might not. But Japan Airlines low-cost leisure carrier Zip will be starting Vancouver service in a couple, mid-March, so roughly a month from now. I think the first flight is on the 14th. So they'll be operating 3 times a week. Dreamliner service, 7878, 274 seats, I believe, on that aircraft. Direct Vancouver Narita. Strangely enough, it's in direct competition to their 767-300, the JAL 767-300. So they're competing with themselves, I guess, or opening the market. What I can tell you is the 767 has about 100 less seats. So even the economy seats on the JAL 767, almost pretty much like a premium economy class of service. So the Zip is going to be a lot tighter, a lot higher density seating configuration. But I guess the price will be pretty cheap because they're Yeah, they're a pseudo low-cost airline, Zip Air. Interesting name for an airline, by the way. Air Canada owned Zip Air as a Boeing 737 low-cost carrier in the early 2000s. So Japan Airlines has resurrected the name for their own use, so hopefully they'll do fine. I think they're doing well, actually. I've seen them in Japan quite a few times over the last several years, and they have a pretty good network. But I think they're flying to San Francisco, LA, now Vancouver, and other points in Asia as well, Thailand, Vietnam, etc. Oh, hang on! Ho, ho, ho! We got a float plane. Low-flying float plane, guys. Let's see if I can get this in camera. Oh, I'll try my best without frying the camera. Let's see if I can get a lock on. Beaver. Harbor Air Beaver. Yeah, we got it. We got lock on. Nice. It's going into the river. At least you get to see a little bit of float plane action during our show here. Better than nothing. There'll be a lighting on the river. Yeah, kind of. You get to see a little bit of that. Little bit of that. Yeah, it was neat, isn't it? That was very, very cool, I must say. Very neat stuff. So, yeah, well, there's the wings. Let's see if I better level the tripod. Get that a little bit level. Better. Okay, so over at Millionaire, what have we got on the ramp? Millionaire, we've got a Cessna Caravan, FedEx. What else is sitting on their ramp? Well, we've seen that airplane. I guess that lives here, that Pilatus. Some heavy corporate metal. Is that a Gulfstream 4, 5, 6? 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. It's a Gulfstream, it looks like. And Reggie. And what else have we got sitting on the ramp? Another... Oh, looks like he's going to start up the Caravan. So, okay, the Central Mountain Dash 8s. How many have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, each 1900 in between. And as we scout, okay, there's Helijet's Learjet sitting there in the Helijet colors. And what else? A few other odds and sods. King Airs, Medevac King Airs. And yeah, back at the South Terminal, there we go. That's where we usually film from. There's an observation deck over there, so we hang out there. So here we are. As I say, just we've set up. We are gonna have some busy activity, so it will get busier. I do promise that. Hello, Adam. Life begins at 40 truck, and hello, Amy. Amy, staff nurse. Didn't like tea. Just had a dessert for tea. Okay. And it's 23:07 in Finland right now. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Hina. I'm glad you're with us for a bit here. Adam says my head teacher is named Kevin. And hello, Life Begins at 40 Truck. Thanks for joining the show. Let's have a look at the other side. Let's mosey over to the north side of the field. Let's see what's happening over there, over the main terminal. So, we've got Cargojet 767. There's the Westjet ramps right there. And we've got a Cargojet 767 Whitebird sitting there, basking in the sun. And on the on the Air Canada Jazz ramps, a couple of Q400s sunning themselves nicely. And what else is happening? A note of note, none of the Convairs are here, right? When we've been here on the weekend, all the Convair 580s, there'd be about 3 of them sitting right there, all the glorious tails, but not a single one because they're all out, which is kind of neat. So, what else can I tell you guys? Let's have a peekaboo. I told you about Zip Air starting service to Vancouver. And what else? Let's see what Okay, we got a Q400 taxiing out, which is kind of neat. And while we're waiting, I want to thank Mike Harrison for sending me a link of a post that basically was titled 5 Things You Don't Know About Vancouver International Airport, so I can share them with you. One of the things about Vancouver, did you know that before runway lighting existed, back in 1938, locals, people that lived here on Sea Island, would drive their cars out to the airport and they'd line them up to form landing lights, and airplanes would, that's how they would land aircraft back in the 30s. And did you know that a lot of films and TV work has been done at YVR? Apparently there's been 34 different movies that have used the airport over the last several decades. And did you also know Charles Lindbergh gave a pass on visiting Vancouver because 90 years ago he said he couldn't fly here because the runway didn't have a proper runway sufficient for his aircraft. So isn't that interesting? Lindbergh gave a thumbs down to YVR back in 1930-31, thereabouts. So that was kind of a fun factoid on that. But I'm going to have a look at some of the movies that were filmed at YVR, and maybe we can see if we recognize any of them. Good Luck, Chuck. Final Destination from the year 2000. Oh yes, Final Destination. I remember that well. They had a 737-200 Hulk up on the beach at Locarno Beach, and it looked like the 737 crashed on the beach. It was unbelievable. I've got pictures of it, actually. They're out there on the internet. So that was back in 2000 when that happened. Yeah, Final Destination. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. I remember walking at Locarno Beach, and there was this 737 Hulk, all like it just crash landed right on the beach. That was definitely different. What other movies were filmed here? Passengers, 2008, and Snow Dogs, Firewall. Most of them were from the early 2000s, it looks like. Oh, Flight 93, yes. I didn't realize they filmed Flight 93 here, which was the 9/11. The story about the Flight 93 when the passengers tried to save their aircraft. So yeah, some interesting stuff there. Okay, so we've got some action starting to happen coming our way. We've got a Q400 turning on to the active. Where's this guy going? Sandspit. This guy's heading to Sandspit. And so he's off to Sandspit. We've got a 777-300 heading to Narita. There he goes. No delay rolling on the Q400. None, actually. That's kind of nice. Nice stuff. Oh, yeah. Fast rotation, too. Wow. Up like a flash. Okay, over to the Air Canada. Off to Japan. This is Air Canada Flight 3. The radio seems to be a bit garbled here because of the location. The winds, the atmospherics. We'll give it a try again here. Nice. American behind it. Getting busy. Turning on to the active.
Delta 310, sir, you're stepping on there. You're ready to taxi. Delta 310, roger. It's runway 26 left, Delta 3013, taxi via Charlie.
Oh, nice. Getting busy.
Roger, who else is calling?
Ilja Frolov, thank you so much, Ilja Ilja Frolov for being a member of business class for 6 months. Ilja says, it's half a year has flown by so quick. Thank you for being one of the best aviation channels out there. I appreciate all your hard work. It's our great pleasure to have great people like you guys participating here at Airliners Live. And look at this, how appropriate. We've got this aircraft thundering down the runway off to Narita, Japan. So as I was saying, the strength of the radio communications changes in this location quite dramatically depending on the wind and the environment. A whole bunch of factors and the atmospherics affect how good we're able to hear the ATC here. And it's actually pretty bad today, so I'll try it every now and again to see if we get any improvement. See if we can get those gear up. There goes the gear. Gear is retracting. Next stop, Japan. Lucky Devils. Okay, back to terra firma. And here we've got American Airlines. (737-8). And this American Airlines is heading, of course, to Dallas-Fort Worth. 737-823, flight 1415. No shortage of action. Yes, that's why we're here. That is why we are here, guys, soaking up the action. But again, Ilja Frolov, thank you so much for your support. We very much appreciate it. And hello, Sue Major, Wayne Cockwell, Tracy, Donnie, Aubrey Bridgeton, Paula, hi Paula, and Pauline B, and hello Kevin O'Dubahane. Sorry for butchering your last name if I did. And hello Tony Parkinson. And a special thank you to our moderators for their awesome help. American rolling nicely. And look who's sticking their nose into the picture here. Delta Airlines to Minneapolis. Get 2 for 1, maybe? Yep. There goes American. And here's Delta. Look at that. Delta is... No, they're not. Are they rolling? Maybe. Hard to tell. Try the radio again for a lark. Hello, Janet Burns. Frazier from Austria. It is gorgeous weather that we are having indeed. That's another reason for putting on the show today, Frazier. Hello, Joanna Smith. It is a good spot. Not bad. Not a bad spot. I mean, we'll go to the observation deck over on the left-hand side at some point, just to mix things up. Radio's okay right now. Oh yeah, there we go. Very majestic, isn't it? There goes the gear. Nice. Hear the radio? It's just blown out. It's just completely blown out. Nothing can. It's just. I'll turn it off. That's unacceptable. Yeah, quite often in this location, the radio is not listen. We can't listen to it for the reason that you just heard. It's just too garbled. But here comes a beautiful Westjet, if I dare say so, heading to Toronto. The Westjet 714. cruising majestically on this beautiful February day here in Vancouver. Lots of moisture in the air. Tons of moisture, as you can see from the heat distortion. When it's dry, we don't have this. We don't have the image distortion there. So it is, unfortunately, I don't have the means to predict when we're going to have that. But it is sunny, so we're going to be here, and we're just going to have to live with that. It is what it is. That's right, Amy, the Ritter is waving at us. That's nice how they do that. Too bad the pilots don't give us the thumbs up by opening up their side windows. That would be neat. I know that Airliners Live in Manchester, that's a very nice thing that happens. Oh, we've got an Avroliner movement too. The CRJ's coming out, yeah. North Caribou. It's turning on to the active right now. Let's get that, because that's a special movement. It's nice to see the CRJ. Destination is not available on flight radar, but it's North Caribou flight 1540. It's RJ 100. It's a regular performer on our show, so hats off to the RJ, and it's rolling very nicely down runway 26 left here at YVR. Nice. Not too many places in the world can you see nice RJ action. What's up? Up. And here comes right behind me. I've got an aircraft landing. So we've got a lander here. Right there. It's a Beech 1900. Oh, yeah, is that a Beech 9? Yeah, I think it is a Beech 1900. There it is, terra firma. Nice. Nice little tidbits of action for us. Yeah. Very good. Have I said hello to Wayne Cockwell? Hello, Wayne. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much, Tracy Donnie, for your kind words. Much appreciate that. Good luck with your team meeting. Let's head over to the main terminal building. Whoops, that was me. Sorry about that. Over to the main terminal. Let's wait for some traffic to come our way. Hello, Peter Carroll. What else do you guys know? Stu says we get a once daily Emirates landing at Birmingham, which is awesome to see. Yeah, it'd be amazing to be a passenger on that too. Is it an A380, Emirates? Pray tell. That would be awesome to be a passenger. I'd take a flight on any A380 because I've never been on one actually. So it's on the list. It's on the must-fly. It's on my must-fly list. Yeah, must-fly list. See, we're right beside the fire stations, so every time the fire trucks and ambulances get a call, we get the sirens here. So that's how it is. Not a problem for us. So we got a few bits and bobs coming our way here. Oh, it's Porter Jet. And Porter, let's see, where's Porter? They're usually going to Toronto, aren't they? Yeah, it's going to Toronto. It's Embraer 195, of course. Heading to none other than Toronto Pearson Airport. It's Porter Flight 306. Yes, Pia, it is a good filming spot. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's nice when it's snowy. Yeah, it's nice, but we haven't been over to the South Terminal in some months, so I might, when I get back, maybe we'll head over to the South Terminal and do a show over there. Venkman7 says, Henry, Cathay Pacific looks to have pushed back and should be coming out soon. Thank you, Venkman. I appreciate that heads up. It's awesome. Cathay is always nice to have on the show. And working on it. Says, take me to Toronto on the Porter. I love Toronto. And but I do have I have some news item. I have a news item to tell you about. So, and it's relative to our show. So, but I'll put Mug on camera when I do that reveal. So, guys, don't let me forget. Venkman says we also have Air France and Lufthansa coming out too, so that's excellent. Thank you, Venkman. Yeah, well, that's it, right? This is the busy peak departure. It's one of our departure banks here at YVR. We've got one in the morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. There's a peak departure bank. There's one between 1 and 3, and then there's one later in the day as well. So this is one of our peak departure banks here at YVR, if you can call it that. If you can call it peak. So hello, Suze. How's Suze doing? I like the spelling of your name, Suze. Very unique. Mini 777. Yeah, I call this aircraft a two-engine DC-873. So for those of you that are too young to know what a DC-873 is, it's a stretch DC-8 that was re-engined. They re-engined them in the early 80s with CFM56 engines. The aircraft were built in the 60s. So I call this a two-engine DC-873. Because that's what it looks like. In my opinion, but I'm very old school. And isn't that nice? It is a good-looking aircraft. Look at the diameter of the engines. Quite a healthy diameter. Like, it's not that much smaller than the diameter of the aircraft. So you've got terrific weight, thrust-to-weight ratio with these engines compared to the pea-shooter engines on, say, the Alaska Airlines Embraers. Okay, so we've got a gate. We've got a gate hold. It looks like he's taxiing slow, but maybe not. I've never been on one of these stretched Embraers, a 195 series. Not yet. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunity. I wonder if they serve porterhouse steaks on this aircraft. They should. And they should have baggage porters for the VIPs and executive class passengers. They could really play on that word porter. There we go. She'll be wheels in the wells in a second. She's rolling thunder. Nice porter indeed. Pancakes, Nutella. Somebody's hungry. There we go. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Let's see if I pull back, we get a double. There we go. And there we go. Porter's up. Up like a shot. And let's get that gear retracted. Gear in. Come on. Gear up. Gear up. There it goes. They did it. They did it. Okay, back to terra firma. Q400. Rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yes. That's it. That's the rule. No singing on the live streams. I'll spare you guys. Oh, Susan's talking whipped cream. Nice toppings. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice. Bit of a crab on the... He's crabbed as he's climbing out there. Yeah, gears up. Okay, let's have a look back at the ground. It's coming out our way. Okay. We've got this fellow. This guy is an Air Canada A320 heading to Winnipeg. Oh, my camera's a bit too bright. Let's stop it down a tad. Yeah, it's going to Winterpeg or Winnipeg. Loopy says today was National Pancake Day, where lots of people have pancakes for tea. Okay, well, you guys here, yeah, that's nice. Is that a Dutch tradition that the British have imported, pray tell? Sounds nice. It sounds delicious. I do love my Dutch pancakes with stroopwafel? With stroop, which is basically very nice, thick syrup. I love Dutch pancakes. With egg cooked into it is quite nice, or bacon cooked into it. We have a couple of very famous Dutch pancake houses in Vancouver, which are family traditions going back many decades. So I also love a good pancake, and also a Belgian waffle. Yes, Venkman, you're right. Belgian waffles are quite nice, but haven't tried the M&Ms. And Cool Guy, thanks for the heads up that this bus is 20 years old. It's heading on Air Canada Flight 296 over to Winnipeg. Nice stuff. Pancakes with sugar and lemon. That sounds like the baby Dutch. German pancakes as well, right? But the baby Dutch is with lemon and lemon wedges and powdered sugar. Well, happy Pancake Day to our British friends. You guys tucked in very nicely from the way it sounds. That looks good. Vintage bus. For you bus enthusiasts. Are there any bus enthusiasts in the house? I'm sure there are. There's no such thing as a public group in the UK without a bus enthusiast. I don't think that exists. Audrey says, Henry, it's Shrove Tuesday and Pancake Days when people used up eggs and stuff to make the start of Lent. Okay. Well, thank you for that educational information. That I was unaware of. So it's a thing to do with the pre-celebration of Easter then. Well, Air Canada's holding nicely, and I'm looking over my shoulder to see if there's anything coming. Not really. I don't see any aircraft, so I'm not. We can turn on the radio. We can see what the chatter is. Cathay's coming out.
Jet Black 777 up ahead. Contact ground 1217 once you're on Victor.
We're waiting patiently, guys. Yes, the A380. Thank you, Zam H. Appreciate your kind words. You're a very. Thank you so much from Manchester, Sam H. Appreciating the stream. Oh, look at, sorry, we had a Bizjet Thunder on the roll. That was the Gulfstream, I think. Pretty sure that's the Gulfstream. Yeah, up like a shot. Nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Up into the wild blue yonder. Yeah, there she goes. Okay. And here comes Air Canada. Taxing onto the active. Strange engine cowl. The radio's gone to shot. This is bugger nuts. Okay, I've killed it. Yeah, the radio is unfortunately just not cooperating with the weather dynamics. The atmospherics aren't quite ready for it, unfortunately. Thank you, Venkman. That Cathay Pacific should be presenting to us. Lovely Cathay Pacific. Always welcome on the show. And there goes our bus heading to the Peg. Winnipeg. Winnipeg has a very large Ukrainian community, and they were very welcoming of people coming to Canada during the Ukraine conflict. And there's a lot of Ukrainians in Winnipeg right now, actually. Yeah, so look at that. Isn't that neat? Double. So yes, it's off to Winnipeg. And I think we have Cathay Pacific in the house. Look at that. We've got a Dash 8 Ballet. The props are complete. Look at the synchronization on those props. That is something special. Like, how did they set that up? The props are completely synchronized. Like a ballet. It's just unbelievable. Weird, isn't it? They're spinning at the exact same position on the clock, if you will. They're synchronized. So interesting. To my eyes, anyhow. Okay, and here's Cathay Pacific with their beautiful Dreamliner. Oh my goodness, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got about 10 airplanes coming out. I hope that's enough for you guys. But look at this ballet. Isn't it beautiful? It's a Q400 ballet. Maybe they're doing it specially for us. They must have got the word. Oh, there's a guy at the end of the runway filming for Airliners Live. Let's synchronize our props. That can't be done, of course, but it is a fun thought. Very cool. They might be going out of sync now. They might be. But, so, Cathay nipping at their heels with a beautiful Dreamliner. Cathay Pacific is flight number 837 heading to Hong Kong. I will not call it Kai Tak Airport. So the first Q400 is going to Kamloops, and the second one is going to Seattle, Washington. Look at that, more wide bodies coming our way. It's wonderful. Just wonderful, actually. We're getting nice and busy. Great, actually. Great action. We're here at the right time, if I dare say so myself. Cool guy says it's a triple, not a Dreamliner. Thank you so much, cool guy. No, that looks like a Dreamliner to me. I'm gonna call that a Dreamliner. That's a Dreamliner. That's absolutely a Dreamliner. Okay, so here we've got the Q400. First one to Kamloops, turning onto the active. Oh, there's a Bizjet action. Gear up on the Bizjet. Q400 into position. Everything else has to stop until the Q400 busts a move. That's the standard operating procedure. Yes, Fraser, a good question. How many meals the passengers get from Vancouver to Seattle? Probably, if they're lucky, a glass of water. There it is, Rolling Thunder. But you know what? We've had a lot of Q400s. I want to focus on Cathay Dreamliner. Oh yeah, it's in the Dreamliner. This 777. This is a 777 indeed. Indeed, it's a 777, and it's in the special colors too. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice and elegant, if I dare say so. This is Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pacific Flight 837 in the One World livery. Reggie, it says 777-367ER. The Reggie is Kilo, Quebec, Lima. Gorgeous scheme here at YVR on the Airliners Live show. Member of One World, Cathay Pacific. Yes, they are. They are that. Look at a side view. Nice. There's the Reggie. Got a little bit of pull back just a tad as it turns onto the active. Runway 26 left for departure. Direct to Hong Kong. Lucky Devils. Oh yeah. Finesse. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Cathay Pacific. Been serving Vancouver since the early 80s. So a good solid 40 years of service into YVR with Cathay Pacific. I remember when they first started, it was about 81. 747-200s. Oh yeah, she's rolling thunder. She is rolling thunder down runway 26 left. Yeah, nice stuff. Well, here at Airliners Live, we appreciate the metal, especially the heavy metal, like this. Wings are flexing nicely. And there she goes, V1, V2, and she's rotating, climbing like a homesick angel. Gear up. Gear up and locked. Aye, aye, skipper. Wonderful. That was good. That was a nice one. Okay, back to terra firma. Back to terra firma. What's happening in the wide world of sports here at YVR? Okay, first Q400 right there is heading. That one's heading to Terrace right now, but we've got heavies our way actually. So I want to show you guys the scene, the heavy scene. Look at this, Air Canada heading to Toronto, the Dreamliner. Behind it, we've got an Air Canada Max heading to Calgary, and behind that, we've got Lufthansa heading to Frankfurt. This is our peak traffic that I promised you. I promised you guys. I'm a man of my word. Most of the time. Look at that. There we go. Dreamliner, nice stuff. Venkman7, thank you, Venkman, for gifting one Airliners Live membership. Always appreciate your kind support, Venkman. Thank you so much. Wow. We'll go once this is airborne, we'll go to the Lufthansa. It is busy. Logan 11th MEU says it is busy. Yes, it is. We're loving it. We're loving the busyness. coming up. Yeah, there goes the gear. 2 for 1. But let's have a look at Lufthansa, because that's the special visitor here. Well, not special visitor. It's a daily event, obviously, but nice to have it here on our show right now because it's the most interesting airplane. Should I try the radios for a lark? Well, let's have a look at the MAX departing. The MAX is heading to Calgary. In a second, they'll be busting a move. Hello, Anika Grainwood. Anika's in the house. And so is Streamlabs. Okay. There goes the... But I want you guys to see the Lufthansa right here. Lufthansa is the star attraction. We'll get 2 for 1 though. I think we're gonna get a 2 for. Yeah, we did. 2 for. Very nice. Great busy traffic. By the way, the battery's at 20%, so we may have to do a mid-action battery change. We may have to do a mid-action runway change because we don't have a choice in the matter. If the battery's going to collapse, the battery's going to collapse. So, and it could be, excuse me, it could be a fast collapse on the battery. So, we might just do it over when this aircraft has departed. So let's just see. There goes Lufthansa. Wow. There they go. Nice stuff. Frankfurt, lucky devils. Gear up. Well, the left, yeah, non-synchronized gear retraction. Okay, nice. Yeah, so Air France is coming out, which is good. Air France is right there. They're the star. They're now the star attraction here. So we've got good action. Good action. First of all, let's get the CRJ, and my battery is hanging in there at 19%. So I'll just wait for a second here. Okay, it just went to 18. But if I have a catastrophic battery drop, I'm just going to change the battery, and I'll let you guys know. So there we go. I think the CRJ is just about ready to roll. We might, I don't know, yeah. Batteries are finicky animals because sometimes they can hang in there and sometimes they collapse on us. CRJ? Not CRJ. Yeah, it is a CRJ. This CRJ is heading to San Diego. It's Air Canada Jazz Flight 766. Oh, we've got a King Air landing. King Air on approach. I think it's a King Air. Hang on. There's that. and busy. 3 Air Canadas plus 1 Air France Dreamliner heading to Paris. Direct service Vancouver to Paris. Battery's hanging there at 17%. So I'm just going to go with the flow for now. Let's see, play it by ear. I mean, it can go from 17% down to flashing red in a heartbeat. So we just have to, as I say, we'll just literally play this by ear. So here we've got this, the Q400, which is heading to Cranbrook. Air Canada Jazz Flight 298. Back to Air France, because it's nice and impressive. Nice big jetliners have to get the preference over the Q400s that are a dime a dozen, I think. Get the Reggie for you guys. HRBA. Turning very nicely. I think we'll be able to get the Air France departure in too before the battery collapses. Wow. Well, there has not been a shortage of traffic. I think we can all agree on that. It's definitely been busy. Oh yeah. I've always wondered what it would be like to set the camera up right at the fence and actually be film this through the fence. We'd be a little bit closer, not by much, but maybe it's not a good idea. There we go. Air France heading to Charles de Gaulle Airport. Look at the wings. The wings come to life. 2 for 1. Air France is destined for Paris. Majestic. Very majestic. Back to terra firma. I just want to see what's happening here. So we've got CRJ turning on to the active. And we've got Westjet. What else? Oh, FedEx. But that's probably that arrived on the other side, so that's an arrival, unfortunately. That's an arrival. He's just taxiing over to his parking position because he landed on. We know that he arrived on the other side. So that's. I think, yeah, he's going to be taxiing into the FedEx parking stand, but we'll put him on camera just because he is interesting. The battery's doing well. It's 13%. So FedEx should, yeah, they're going to head off to the right to their parking stand. It's nice for us to have it on just happened says, wonder why all the Q400s taxi onto the runway with their wing spoilers up, lower them just before their takeoff roll. I guess it has to. It's just that is a standard operating procedure for that airplane. And I guess a Dash 8 pilot could tell us, but I think it must have to do with just keeping the airplane. Maybe the airplane is susceptible to, because it's a T-tail, any wind can weather vane the airplane, I'm guessing. So I'm thinking that the procedure is to keep those spoilers up, which means pushing the wings down and applying downward pressure onto the runway, unless they're in takeoff mode, to prevent the tail from T-tailing the airplane around. That's my guess. But if there's any Dash 8 pilots in the house or Q400 pilots in the house, maybe they could chime in on that. But I think that's probably the reason for it. It is a standard operating procedure to prevent the aircraft from weather vaning, because of the T-tail is like a great big sail. It's like a big wind sail. And I think that's the explanation there for that. Okay, so this MAX is heading to San Francisco. It's the Air Canada 566. Battery's at 10%, so once this MAX is out of here, we'll have a breathing time to get the battery changed. So we'll depart this MAX. Lots of people with their dogs now around me. Lots of dog walkers here. Several people with dogs, nice dogs. There we go. Beautiful. So the battery's at 9%. The battery's actually being very, very good. But I think we're just going to do the battery change now, just so that we might as well. We've got a bit of a breather. There goes the 37. Climbing nicely. Getting the gears up. Yeah, well, you know, maybe I can squeeze this Q400 in before the battery collapses. We're doing well, actually. This is going to Prince George. It's the Air Canada Jazz Flight 343. So, once this is gone, we can, and it's going now, we can get this done. Get her done nicely. That's it. Q400. That's it. Okay, so let's do the battery change now. I think this is a good time to do it. I have to put the lens back in the wide angle position, which it's at now, and then I'm going to do the battery change. So I'll do a countdown for us. Hang on. I'll do a countdown. Our standard countdown. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a battery change, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay, back. I'm back, and we've got a BizJet coming in here. Oh, it's a Cessna Citation. Very neat. Cessna Citation. They're nice. Always nice to see a Citation. Slotation, if you want to call it that. There it is. Nice land. Big wide runway, isn't it? Buckets. Temporarily use of buckets. So yeah. Yeah, the battery switch was a bit slow today. It took me a little bit of, what's the word? Clumsy fingers. flaps coming our way. Q400 and an Alaska Airlines Embraer. Flight 157 down to over to Victoria, I should say. It's about a 10-minute flight. See, he's got spoilers up. I think that's a standard procedure, just to keep the aircraft basically pushed to the ground to prevent the airplane from spinning, from weather vaning. And as soon as they put those throttles forward, I guess it's an automatic thing. As soon as that's what it is. It's not even done on a conscious level by the pilots. It's how the airplane's built. As soon as the throttle is moved past a certain level on the quadrant, it's plumbed for those spoilers to come down. That's just how the airplane's built. Safety measure. Gear up. And here comes our Alaska Airlines Embraer, operated by Horizon. Venkman asked if I listen to podcasts. No, I'm not a podcast person. When I'm relaxing and I'm watching, or in that mode, I'm more of a YouTube person, to be honest. If any of you guys are watch fans, I have a channel on YouTube called Watch Fan Henry. I'm a very keen collector of watches, and it's not everybody's thing, but it is something I'm passionate about. So I also have a channel on YouTube called Watch Fan Henry. So if you're interested in watches, maybe check it out. I bring travel into my watch videos. There's a lot of it's related to my travel. My passion for travel is connected to my passion for watches. So, if you like travel, you'll see that a lot of my watch videos are filmed in remote locations. Not remote locations, but international locations, I'll say. It's funny because one of the comments in my Watch Fan Henry channel was that you know the way they have aviation fan tours. Like there used to be groups in the UK like George Pick and Ian Allen that would organize aviation tours for aviation fans. Well, somebody suggested on my Watch Fan Henry channel that somebody should organize trips for watch enthusiasts, and I thought that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. So I got a chuckle out of that. Okay, we got two aircraft coming our way. The United Airlines, the jet closest to us, is a 737 MAX 8 heading to Chicago. United Airlines Flight 1868. Behind it is a Q400. And we've got the CRJ busting him, another CRJ coming out. Hello, Amiman Travels. Good to have you on the show, Amiman Travels. Loopy says, my father is a watch repairer. Oh, fantastic, Loopy. He was known as John the Watch after the Second World War. Wow, that is, I'm very happy and interested to hear that. That is amazing. Yeah, actually, my family, we're big fans of Rolex watches. And my dad, my late father, was English. And Rolex was a British band. Calling it a British band like a heavy metal band. It was a British brand. It was created in England. Not as a luxury watch brand, but as a quality, reliable watch brand. And I guess about 100 years ago, the founder of Rolex moved it to Switzerland. But up until the 50s, Rolex was a reliable watch. It wasn't the ultra luxury watch brand that some of their watches are today. So it has a fantastic history. Everybody can afford a Rolex watch. You don't have to buy super expensive ones. If you can afford a laptop, you can afford a Rolex watch. And I'm passionate about Rolex watches. They're great watches. They have great history. And I just love the brand. So my watch fan Henry channel is all about my passion for Rolex watches. So check it out. If you're interested in watches, if you're interested in history, if you're interested in travel, you might find my watch fan Henry channel of interest. Some of the segments have been filmed in airports, including Heathrow Airport and Geneva Airport. But yeah, Loopy, the fact that your dad fixed watches, he, I'm sure, knew the vintage Rolex watches very well. Back after World War II, or in the late 40s, Rolex sold a lot of their bubble back watches in the UK. It was not a particularly over-the-top expensive watch. It was a good watch. So your dad would have, I'm sure, seen many Rolex bubble back watches come through his shop in the 40s and 50s. That's fantastic. Wow. Yeah, pocket watches, pocket watches are their own separate thing. That's a good point, Johanna. Pocket watches have their own separate collecting expertise, I'll say, their own niche. Yeah, it's fascinating, actually. So Loopy says it was my late father-in-law. Okay, I understand. Okay, your late father-in-law, Loopy. Well, if he would be around, I'd have loved to have met him. No, we're waiting for this Q400 to roll. This Q400 is heading to Fort St. John, BC, as Air Canada Jazz 8367. And let's have those spoilers come down. We're just waiting for that throttle quadrant to be pushed up for departure. There it goes. There she goes. Well, oh yeah, Logan 11 says Richard Mille costs more than my house. Yes, Richard Mille, for those of you that don't know, is this, it's not a very old watch brand. It's maybe only 10 or 20 years old, named after Richard Mille. He started the company, and it is a very luxury, high-end watchmaker, Richard Mille, and their watches are priced, and I don't believe, it's insane. It's craziness, but their watches are priced at $400,000 and $500,000 for a watch. It's just nuts, crazy. They're very complicated watches with complicated movements, and they're made for billionaires, I guess. People, people that want to have $500,000 on their wrist is what a Richard Mille watch is. It's not something I'm interested in. It's I guess for people like, the richest people in the world, entertainers and sports fans and, sports stars and entertainers that, these are the people that would have a Richard Mille watch. They're definitely a very, very, very tight, or a very, very narrow brand of watches that attracts, I guess, these ultra rich, the people that are flying around the world in global expresses. So, but yeah, Richard Mille is, and I find it strange that they were able to create this brand very recently. It's like maybe 10 years old, 15, 20 years old, I don't know, but it's a relatively new brand, and the watches are just, they're ugly, in my opinion. They're very ugly watches. We've got a King Air landing here. Oh no, it's a Beach 1900. Yeah, Richard Mille watches, if you Google them, you'll see that, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as it is with everything, all things collectible. But I find their watches to be not visually appealing. That's just my opinion. Anyhow, that's the story on watches, guys. Kristen Mills says, maybe I should get it for my dad since his name is Richard Mills. Okay. Well, if you're well-to-do enough to do that, that would be a very nice gift, I would say. I think he'd very much appreciate it. That's funny. That is very funny. Richard Mills. Or he should start a watch company. The Richard Mills Watch Company. And make watches that are with his name on it, which he can do. That's another idea. Well, let's see what's going on. I'm just going to put the camera over at the main... Let's head over to the main terminal. Oh, there's a... What is that? Is that a Westjet 400? Q400? Maybe. Maybe. It could be. Could be. So what time is it? It's 2:16. Let's see what's going on here. But I did say I had some important news to share with you guys, so I think we better, let's do that now, because I do have some interesting news to share, and it's relative to our show. So I'll put myself on camera right now, and we can talk about that. I'll just grab my phone. Battery's at 91%, so... Okay, so let me tell you guys what's going on here. Okay, here I am. So, as you know, we film our show on the north side, sometimes from a location that's mid-runway point. And that location is it's a spotting location halfway down the old, what they call the Ferguson Road. It's the old Ferguson Road, and they've been working on a new Ferguson Road, which is further displaced back from the runway. And the concern was that when they open up the new Ferguson Road, we may lose our spotting location at that mid-runway point on the north side. There was an article in the present issue of the YVR Sky Talk. I guess you can check it out online. I'm not sure if they have their magazine uploaded onto the net, but you can check it out. I'm not sure, but it's the airport's newspaper's YVR Sky Talk, and in the latest issue of YVR Sky Talk, they've got a feature article on the opening of the new Ferguson Road, and they say it's going to happen in April, which may result in the loss of our filming location at the mid-runway point on the north side. So I hope it's not the case, but I think we just have to be emotionally prepared for it if it does happen. My experience with this airport is generally when new roads are opened, spotting locations become negatively impacted. So let's just see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it won't happen this time. We'll have to wait and see. But it's happening sooner than later. I was hoping that they weren't going to finish the Ferguson Road extension until perhaps this summer, but apparently it's going to be in April. So that's the plan, and we'll just have to take it as it comes. If we lose that location, there is our other location we have on the far west end of the north runway. So when they're landing there, that works for us. But if we're on 08s, and yeah, so we'll just have to play it by ear. That's it, right? We've got other locations here at YVR, so it's not the end of the world. We'll never lose this location. We've got the South Terminal location, and there is a spot on the other side I told you about. We've done shows from there, landing shows from there, so it is what it is. But that's the news. The airport has officially announced that they're opening for the new Ferguson Road in April. That is their plan. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So anyhow, how are you all doing? The airport, I'm just waiting for a movement. I'm waiting for something to happen. So at least I can have a chat with you guys, see how you're doing. It looks like there's 220 people in the house. Yeah, Matt Smith says, yeah, we'll keep positive on it. That's it. We can hope for the best, but plan for something else. So, you know, we'll just play it by ear. We'll keep positive on it and see how it all pans out. Venkman says, let's hope they build a proper spotting location on the north side. Well, exactly. That would be amazing. I guess maybe, well, we'll have to see. I've always thought it would be a good idea if we formally approached the airport as enthusiasts for them to do that. So we'll see, but that's something we can talk about. And hello, Farang Travels. Sue Major's doing well. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that, Sue. Sue Major says, yeah, name the road after me. I don't think that would meet with too much interest in the ivory towers at YVR. But yeah, that's a funny one. I like it. What else can I tell you guys? Okay, yes, hit the like button. That would be appreciated. We've got an airplane taxiing out now. We'll let it come a little bit closer towards us. And what time is it? So it's 2:22. We'll give it a little bit longer. Just play it by ear because I'm set up, and we did have the anticipated push of traffic, so that was good. That was really good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys at the shows these next 2 weekends. There's the Amsterdam Aviation Fair this coming weekend. Weekend after that is the Manchester Aviation Fair. So if all goes according to plan, I'll be attending both, and it'll be good fun and a pleasure to meet you all. So and I'm bringing materials to promote my new book, which is called Air Travel Time Machine. It's a photo book that celebrates color. It celebrates travel, air travel in the early days of the airlines in the post-war years, 1942 to 1960. It's 288 pages, my book. So almost 300 pages, all color, A4. It's about 600 photos in color. So it's a fantastic book, if I dare say so myself, and I've been working on it for about 30 years. So just a little bit of time there. Well, we've got a few airplanes, I think, coming out. So let's just have a look. Let's see what's coming our way. We've got 2 or 3 airplanes now. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, guys. Let's see what's happening. No, where's my remote? Here it is. Stop the camera down a bit. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we've got some Boeings, Air Canada Maxes to Toronto. This first one's heading to Toronto. That's the Air Canada 118. Citation, or a citation. I'm not sure if it's the same one. Maybe it is. Probably is. There's this Max. We've got more traffic coming our way. I'm glad we stuck it out. That's good. Yeah, that's right, Venkman. Thanks, Venkman, for the heads up on Korean coming out. Good news. And this Boeing is now heading to Los Angeles. It's the Air Canada flight 556, 2 for 1. A lot of 2 for 1s today. Actually, on this runway, you tend to get a lot of 2 for 1s. Oh, look at the gear. Gear up. There we go. There's the gear. Okay, another Max. Lots of Maxes. Korean, CRJ as well coming out. The CRJ is going to Saskatoon. This is a pop-up show. It's not our regularly scheduled time, but it is a pop-up show. There goes the 37 to Saskatoon. No, I'm sorry. This is going to Los Angeles. This aircraft. It's the Air Canada flight 556 to LA. RJ, which you're going to see shortly, is this RJ is going to Saskatoon. Cold destination. this aircraft to depart, and then we'll move over to the Korean aircraft. Terry, thanks for showing up with us. Have a good night. And good night, John. I realize it is getting late in the UK, 10:30, so it's bedtime for many of you. But thanks for hanging out with us. It's very much appreciated. Definitely appreciate all of you guys for being here, chilling this evening as we watch. How long am I going to run the show for? You're probably wondering. I'm playing it by ear. I'm not sure. Maybe we knock it on the head after the Korean. If there's nothing else coming out, we might end the show after the Korean departure. If it's looking really quiet, that's what we'll do. And there she goes. Off to Saskabush. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, now we can move over to Korean Airlines. Right there, looking spectacular, actually. Heading to Seoul, Incheon Airport, Korean Airlines Flight 72. Beautiful. You guys call it the Pepsi scheme. Yeah, we're here at Vancouver. It's now 2:30 here in 2:29 p.m. here in Vancouver. This is the Airliners Live show. Look at that big airplane. Look again. Look at the engines. Look at the diameter of the engines. They're almost the diameter of the fuselage. Isn't that impressive? Again, terrific thrust to weight ratios here. These are very powerful engines. Wow. There's the waving rudder. Nicely here. There's people playing with their dogs and having a nice time here in the park this sunny day. Korean is turning right onto the active nicely. I guess about 10 hours flying time from here to Seoul. And congratulations, Vincent Bradley, for business class membership for 18 months. Vincent says, evening all, 18 months has gone quick. Well, thank you so much, Vincent, for your loyal support and participation here on the channel. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a powerful looking airplane indeed. Waiting for those throttles. neat rudder action. Very neat rudder action there. Oh, we've got a special movement. We've got a special movement, guys. We have got a very cool movement coming our way. Look what's coming our way. Another RJ. 2 RJs in one show. That is awesome. It's a Summit RJ. Wow. No, this is a treat. This is a very nice treat to see this. Wow. Got 2 CRJs. We had the North Caribou go out earlier in the show, and now we've got the Summit Air heading out. Destination not available, but it is Summit Air flight. We don't even know the flight number, but it is what it is. It's a charter flight. CFL RJ Regia and that. So it's waiting for the Boeing to go. Boeing is heading to Calgary, the Westjet 116. And they're rolling, but let's get the RJ. I think we should watch the RJ. That's the most important bird on the field right now. Turning on to the active. Great way to end the show, I think. Beautiful Airliner. Built in England, made in England. Just like Doc Martens shoes. Very durable. Very reliable, very durable, and made in England. Overbuilt. So off to Nanaimo. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for the heads up on that. It's a great footage here. I like it. Very cool. Not to worry. We're still going to see it. There it goes. Just across the water to Nanaimo. And what do we have here? We've got a CRJ. CRJ's heading to Regina. This is Regina. And you know, I'm looking and I'm not seeing too many movements, guys. So I'm thinking after this guy heads out, I'll just say goodbye to everybody. I'll put myself on camera and have a quick chat with you guys, and yeah. Goes off to Regina, Saskatchewan. Yeah, we've had a good show. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. There it goes. Up, up, and away. Okay, so let's give me a second here. Pull the camera back, and I'm going to check the flight radar. Okay. Well, we've got We've actually got a King Air landing here. It's coming in right now, so we're gonna film the King Air coming in. It's right here. I knocked the camera. At least I. Are saying. Okay, well, I've got the phone, so I just want to acknowledge those of you that have stuck it out to the bitter end here with us. Hina, Joanna Smith, and Colin, Derek. Will I bring the high-vis with me, the high-vis jacket with me to the TAS fair? It's been in my mind to bring it. It's good for a good laugh, right? Why not? I might. I think it's a very serious contender to find a spot in my carry-on bag, so, or my check bag, whatever. But yes, I think it's a good idea to bring it. I'm gonna try my best. Great question, and like minds think alike, something like that. What else can we say? It's been good fun. Yes, Venkman, thanks for hanging out, and Sam Thompson River Railfan says Cargojet is 4 minutes out and he's coming in on 26 left, which is where we are. So I think then if that's the case, we're gonna wait for Cargojet to land here. So we're gonna continue this show for another 4 minutes. Hina says, and copies of your book and the shovel. Well, the book isn't printed yet, so, but I'm bringing promotional materials for my book, and the shovel's too large, so unfortunately those won't be coming with me. And but thank you, Thompson, for telling me about the 767 that's coming in on this runway. So I'm definitely going to wait another 4 minutes. Good evening, Ronnie. Have a good evening, Ronnie and Paula. You guys take care. And Joanna, as I say, we're going to hang out just for another few more minutes here to get this 767 in. So I just want to check the flight radar on my other phone. I see a BizJet coming in here. A Learjet is lined up. But I also see the 767. Yeah, I do see the 767. So let's just, we're just going to chill here while we just level the camera just a bit. That's it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get the 767. There's no way I'm gonna leave here when I've got a 767 on approach. That is not gonna happen. So we're gonna go for another 4 minutes or so here, something like that. My pleasure, Robert. Matt says 13 miles. Oh, we've got a BizJet. Yeah, the BizJet's coming in. Just fiddling with the camera to get it set up. Yeah. Boy, this 767 should be good. 767 should be good landing on this runway, for sure. So, let's just see if maybe I get the camera ready. See if I can get this BizJet as a practice. There's this. Yeah, this is good practice. 767 should look good. Okay, so the 767 is not yet visible. I don't see the landing lights just yet, but I'm sure they'll be visible shortly. So, watching it closely. Yeah, tried to do my best on it, Loopy, but my foot knocked the leg of the tripod, so I kind of botched it, but that's okay. Nope, you know, we're there. All good. All good in the hood. All good in the hood. Let's see if I can level the tripod up a tad here. Better. That's better. So we've got 76. Okay. Not quite yet showtime for the 767. But I'm watching it, guys. Let's have a look. 767 is definitely getting closer. It's going in on the north side, unfortunately, so there's nothing really to see. It's not coming in on this side. I might be able to show it to you guys from a distance. I thought it was coming in on this side, so that was my mistake. There it is. Not very good. Well, yeah. Well, okay. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. That's it. That's it, guys. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let you guys get to sleep over in England and the continent. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here and joining me on this pop-up show. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys over in Amsterdam and in Manchester a couple weeks from now. So it's been good fun. Right on. You guys take care. All the best. Safe travels, safe work, whatever you guys are doing. Good luck with it, and we'll be in touch. See you guys soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.